Call the meeting to order. Everyone please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lord, we just thank you for this opportunity, Lord, to do what you have us to do. Let this meeting be uplifting for everybody in this town, and that we keep that in mind when we vote and doing anything for this town, Lord, that we do what your will is for this town forever. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Gillen.
Here.
Tackett.
Here.
Daniels.
Here.
Duff.
Here.
Tinsley.
Here. Approval of the agenda. Is there any questions regarding tonight's agenda? Do I have a motion to approve the agenda as written?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
A motion, a second. Call the roll, please.
Gillen.
Aye.
Tackett.
Aye.
Daniels.
Aye.
Duff.
Aye.
Tinsley.
All right. Approval of the September 18th, 2025 City Council meeting minutes. Do I have any discussion in regards to the September minutes?
Make a motion we approve the minutes.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
Motion a second. Call the roll, please.
Gillen.
Aye.
Tackett.
Aye.
Daniels.
Aye.
Duff.
Aye.
Tinsley.
All right. Recognize citizens, guests, and visitors. Do I have anybody to come before the board? Yes, sir.
Yes, I just want to thank the city, your workers, and yourself. On October 3rd, they shut the water down to remove a fire hydrant, which also shut our business down. Once they found it shut our business down, I know he made a call to you, is decided to move that to another date, when actually all the businesses on that side of town were closed. And we highly appreciate it, because on that Friday, we would have lost a bunch of money. We just want to come forth and say thank you.
We should have thought, well, we thought we were gonna be able to isolate it, and we couldn't, so. Thank you. Okay, mayor's report. Committee council member reports, planning commission.
We meet next Tuesday.
Okay. And recreation committee. We did not have a meeting. So. Everything's still good for the trunk or treat? Right?
Yeah.
Everything's on,
Yes.
okay. General government report, city manager's report.
Fall cleanup will continue this month. Trunk or treat will be October 31st from 6 to 8 at the ball field. And the bids for the roofs came in. The low bid was Dixie Roofing at $120,000. And that was, I think they had a 20-year warranty on the roof.
What was the next bid?
$138,000 and something. That was exterior roofing.
Okay. Did we just have two,
Yeah, we just had two.
120?
Yep.
Do we know when this is gonna start?
We sent the paperwork in yesterday, I think Heather did, so to try to get them on, try to get us on the schedule before bad weather.
Well, that'll be a good thing, before snow and wet weather. Financial report?
Drug fund, they received $14,000. They had expenses of $1,700. Then the general fund, we received $123,000. Our expenses is $205,000. We did pay $17,000 towards our debt service. Then the street aid, we did not receive any for this month of September. We didn't spend any either. The water, revenue for water was $72,000, for sewer was $82,000. Our interest for the water is $22.50. Total revenue is $157,253. We purchased $14,500 of water, and expenses totaled $84,000. Total for balance of difference of $72,000.
Any questions on the financial report? Police report. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor. For the month of September, your police officers made 31 arrests, conducted 214 traffic stops. Out of those, they issued 59 citations and 37 written warnings. They completed 55 incident reports, responded to a total of 738 calls for service. We had one overdose that was involuntary. Personnel and training also called for family manager issue, but he's going back to work on Monday. Our officers completed their annual in-service training, and it was accepted by post, so we're good for this calendar year. For grants, we had looked at a BCIF grant. That's the one that we got 2 years ago that was really good for training and equipment for us. However, the way they focused it for this year, we're not going to qualify for the bigger cities, a lot for Memphis, nothing that we could apply for. For internal procedures and equipment, we implemented the record policy you all reviewed and approved last month. We did have one issue with the record service not being in compliance with that from our inspections, and they rectified it. And then Officer Malaco went out today doing monthly record inspections on all 3 of them. I've got a requested action item for you to consider with the issue with the oversized loads coming through town. Tilt it or on, turn it on.
I got a red light. All right. There is a state statute for the oversized loads, which requires them to get a permit from Nashville DDOT. Part of that, the city could not adopt because it's a Class A misdemeanor. That's the portion in the statute over the weight.
Or going over the bridge while being overweight. However, the other parts of it we could enforce if we adopt an ordinance as for the size, the length and the height and so on and so forth. And as y'all have seen, they've damaged our streets, they've damaged the traffic light up the street. That would be something where we could take some action to hopefully correct that. I don't know for sure that it would fix it, but it would be a step in the right direction.
Okay. Well, we need to do a little bit of further research on what the right avenue here is
Yes,
in
sir.
regards to those.
I don't think it's working either.
I know it's a state highway, which kind of ties our hands in a lot of, but when they're damaging our sidewalks and they're damaging our traffic lights, that's a different story.
Yes, sir.
I thought something on the bridge here. Let's say, do we know, first of all, do we know the tonnage of the bridge?
And then our bridge,
Well,
it's
The town.
T-Dot.
Right.
Yeah, it's T-Dot,
but
yeah.
if something was to happen to that bridge, where's traffic gonna get diverted? Then that would,
Yep. T-Dot, I don't think there's ever been a weight limit on that bridge. They know in Nashville that we are upset with these oversized loads.
Yes, sir.
They very well know we're upset about it.
The good side to our bridges is loose and short. Those oversized loads are so long. The tractor will be in front of City Hall, and the end of the trailer will be on North Main Street on the other side of the bridge. That is, but it still takes a toll, has to take a toll. The reason they're coming through this town is because the river bridge will not support some of it.
And with the number of axles, all of the weight gets on the river bridge at one time, or mostly, or a large percentage of it, of its rating.
Yeah, the whole load's on the bridge at one time, whereas our bridge is, it's not on the bridge at one time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. For our accreditation, we completed 7 more secondary policies. We got 54 remaining before our next benchmark at the end of December. Case of significance, officers made many drug-related arrests. The main drug offense that we're seeing is methamphetamine. We had the issues with the oversized loads damaging the traffic light, and we did complete accident reports and issue citations on the ones that we could. We had a rash of bicycle thefts over near the fairgrounds. Officers investigated that, identified a suspect, and before they could arrest him on that, he committed a more serious domestic offense and got arrested for all of the above. For our budget, by pay period, we're 26.9% through the fiscal year. I calculate we've spent 18.9% of the department's portion of the budget, but that's because of irregular expenses for our personnel costs, where we're on track to be even in the projections.
Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Chief, before you sit down, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Would these oversized loads be worthy of a workshop?
Yeah, I believe so.
What do you mean?
The council workshop discussed, maybe we get a state representative in here to speak to them, or someone from TDOT.
And also, the reason why I had the suggested action item or something for you to consider about an ordinance, there are other municipalities. For any future workshop, I can pull those for what ordinances they have to address their issues for your consideration.
That would be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Please do that.
Will do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, fire report. 25 EMS calls, 1 vehicle fire, 3 false alarms, 8 lift assist, 2 motor vehicle accidents, mutual aid call, 3 overdoses, not good. Total calls of the month, 43 calls, for a total of 455 calls for the year. Public Works, 57 3/4 tons trash for the month of September. No brush, well, it was brush, but we're not showing brush tonnage-wise because we're burning our brush. Now we take our brush over to the Sharp property, which is saving us quite a bit of money versus taking it to the landfill and having to pay per ton to dump it. Mowed, weeded, bush hog throughout town, ball fields, been spraying weed killer, hot patched several holes in town, and trimmed trees, and there's more tree trimming going on.
And Stansville Electric they are working on the interstate lights.
I saw them on the 128s the other day.
Yeah.
The guy was down there. And we've seen them on the 129. They had crews up there setting poles. But the gentleman we spoke to at the 129, I saw him down out at the 128 under the bridge around.
Yeah, they were looking right there for that box where the guardrail is. Which they gave me a quote, which is gonna be $15,000 to.
Everything's $15,000. Okay, water and sewer monthly report. We've been repairing, which every month, we have a lot of service lines. And the service line is the line from the main to your meter. A lot of leaking service lines, a problem there's a lot of shallow lines in rock. People drive over them and rock wind up punching a pinhole in the line. Repaired 2 8-inch mains. That's probably one of the big reasons for our water loss for last month. We pulled a hydrant down here on on the corner of Second and Lawson Street. It's going to be replaced with a new hydrant. Our jetter's been down for the last week due to mechanical failure. Hopefully, you heard anything about that part?
No.
Hopefully the part will be in within the next day or two. We can get it back in operation. Monthly water loss. It's one of the worst ones we've had in a long time.
But wouldn't that be High Street?
Hmm?
Wouldn't this be the one we had on High Street?
No. Yeah.
Yep, aren't we, we're about 2 months behind.
No, well, that time lag, this isn't high. These are those other 2 8 inches that they had leaks on, not counting, of course, the one we just had on the freeway that Powell Clinch got into will be on this next.
No, it'd be 2 months.
You know, it'll be we'll see it in December. We'll see those numbers
Yeah.
in December.
One up there at the restaurant was, that y'all was working on it, but even on that one.
Yeah, but it's not that big. That one's not that big.
Does Powell Clinch pay or anything, or is it just a?
We tear their stuff out of the ground. We don't have to pay when we tear their stuff up.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of,
Okay.
that's how. And we didn't mark it. They went by the map. The map's not right where it shows the line. You know, they marked it where the map shows. That's not where they got into it. I mean, they were several feet away from where they got into it. And that's a matter for further discussion on our, we're looking at some options for locating these lines and doing a more accurate survey on where our lines are at, where our valves are at.
Are we updating maps as somewhat, as we kind of, at least red line?
Yes, I've got red line maps, Joey's got red line maps. We found a device here a couple of months ago it's a Garmin GPS device, and we gave it to Canon, and Canon's trying to download the data that was on it. We don't know how it was used. Hopefully, we can use that to create more detailed maps. But with in-house usage, our loss was 45%. We'll have a pretty good usage at the sewer plant this month, where they're using water to press that sludge. Sewer adjustments, we have one for $61.29. This is at New Beginning Church over on 4th Street. They had to fill their baptismal up. I guess we would look at that as like it was a swimming pool. So that's kind of a one-time thing. So they're asking, go
Sorry
ahead.
to back up, but are we using potable water to press?
Yes, off fire hydrant.
I wonder if we could use the effluent water.
We possibly could, but we don't have a system to do it with.
I just didn't know if we had a big enough pump just to.
No, we don't have a big enough pump to do it. And it would, I don't know if it'd have to be filtered. I don't know how clean it's got to be to go through there, because it goes through a metering where they inject the polymers.
Okay.
But that's a future, when we get our new system set up over there, I'd like to be able to use processed water to run it. That would be huge.
Thank you.
In regards to the sewer adjustment of $61.29 for New Beginning Church, do I have a motion to approve this sewer adjustment?
A
Have-
second.
Have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Gillum.
Aye.
Tackett. Daniels. Duff.
Aye.
Templin.
Aye. Ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance 616. This is an ordinance that, so your organization is requesting this, that's ASAP of Anderson County. This is an ordinance to amend Title 11 Rocky Top Municipal Code to prohibit smoking and the use of vapor products in certain age-related venues. Being enacted by the City Council of Rocky Top, and whereas on July 1st, 2022, public chapter number 1110 went into effect, authorizing municipalities, counties, and counties with a metropolitan form of government to regulate, including a resolution or ordinance, smoking and the use of vapor products in certain age-restricted venues. And whereas, in the interest of protecting public health, safety, and welfare, the Rocky Top City Council deems it appropriate to prohibit smoking and the use of vapor products in age-restricted venues described herein. Now, therefore be it ordained, the City of Rocky Top, Tennessee as follows. Section 1, Title 11 of the Rocky Top Municipal Code is hereby amended by adding the following new Chapter 7. Chapter 7, prohibition of smoking in certain age-restricted venues. Smoking and the use of vapor products is prohibited in age-restricted venues within the city pursuant to authority granted to City Council by TCA Section 39, Tac 17, Tac 1551, as may be amended from time to time. Section 2, definitions. For the purpose of this chapter, the words and phrases herein shall have the following meanings. 1, age-restricted venue means a legal establishment that affirmatively restricts access to its buildings or facilities at all times to persons who are 21 years of age or older by requiring each person who attempts to gain entry to these buildings or facilities to submit for inspection an acceptable form of identification for the purpose of determining if the person is 21 years of age or older. 2, cigar bar means a legal establishment that holds a valid license or permit for the on-premises consumption of alcohol beverages. B, generates a portion of its total annual gross income from the on-site sale of cigars and the rental of humidors. C, does not normally sell products or services or permit entrance to the premises of any person who is less than 21 years of age. And D, does not permit vaping, thank you, or the smoking of products other than cigars on the premises. 3, hemp means industrial hemp as defined in Tennessee Code 43, Tac 26, Tac 102. Retail tobacco store means a retail store that derives its largest category of sales from tobacco products and accessories. 5, retail vapor product store means a retail store that derives its largest category of sales from vapor products and accessories. 6, smoke and smoking means inhaling, exhaling, burning, or carrying any lighted or heated cigar, cigarette, pipe, or other lighted tobacco product in any manner or in any form. And 7, tobacco product means any product that is made from or derived from tobacco or that contains nicotine that is intended for human consumption or is likely to be consumed, whether inhaled, absorbed, or ingested by any other means, including but not limited to a cigarette, a cigar, pipe, tobacco, chewing tobacco, snuff, or snus, as well as any component, part, or accessory thereto or thereof. 8, vapor product means any device that may be used to deliver any aerosolized or vaporized substance to the person inhaling from a device, including but not limited to an e-cigarette, e-cigar, e-cigarette, e-pipe, vape pen, or e-hookah.
Okey dokey.
Okay. We do have a bong in there. 8 means any non-combustible product containing nicotine or any other substance that employs a mechanical heating element, battery, electronic circuit, or other mechanism, regardless of shape or size, that can be used to produce or emit a visible or non-visible vapor. B includes any electronic cigarette, electronic cigar, electronic cigarillo, electronic pipe, or similar product, and any vapor cartridge, any substance used to refill a vapor cartridge, or any other container of a solution containing nicotine, or any other substance that is intended to be used with or in an electronic cigarette, electronic cigar, electronic cigarillo, electronic pipe, or similar product, and does not include any product regulated under Chapter 5 of the Food and Drug and Cosmetic Act. Section 3, smoking and use of vapor products in age-restricted venues prohibited. Notwithstanding subsection A of this section, the prohibition on smoking and the use of vapor products in age-restricted venues shall not apply to retail tobacco stores, retail vapor product stores, or cigar lounges. Discussion. this is designed to basically prohibit smoking in bars. I personally, don't agree with that. I like to smoke when I'm in a bar. I think I'm a grown man. If you're 21 years old, which means you should be 18, I don't like the 21-year age limit. I can go leave my blood, some kid can leave his blood on the battlefield halfway around the world. He ought to be able to drink a cold beer or smoke a cigarette or a cigar or a hookah bowl, if he so chooses. That's just my opinion. But, this is good intentions. I totally understand. I've been a consumer of tobacco products since I was 11 years old and haven't had a stop, and it'll probably ultimately end in my demise. We all end with some sort of demise. So, but it's my choice. And if I choose not to be around people who do such things, I don't have to have the government tell me to stay away from them. I can stay away from them. I can not go there on my own.
You're exactly right. We've all got the free will to get up and walk out.
Or not go.
Or not go at all, yeah.
Right.
So if you're someplace and it gets to
Well-
where you can't see the next table, there ain't nothing says that we've got to stay there.
No. And, you know, there's slippery slopes of things. I know there are places in this country where, like children's services are called because they saw mama smoking a cigarette in the house and they removed the kids. That happens, and there are places in this country that happens. And I am not justifying the use of tobacco. It's a horrible product, but I use it daily. And someone that chooses to do that, I think that's their business.
I think it's their freedom.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's their choice.
I mean, and the side effects are, we don't want you to have a Marlboro with that shot of Jack Daniels, because it's not good for you. But we're not talking anything about that shot of Jack Daniels. You know, I don't think you should be able to gamble online either. I think that's a horrible vice that's only devised to take money out of poor people's pockets and put it in the state's pocket, but that's just me.
But I guess didn't the state pass that you're not allowed to smoke or anything in public places?
Not in the 21 and older bars. They still have the option. Now, the bar itself may say, we don't allow smoking here, but if they want to allow smoking, they can.
Okay.
They can.
But places like Chili's, Applebee's, and places like that, yeah, they were children.
Right, that's the difference.
And it's exactly.
There's minors and
Exactly.
adults there, so they say, okay, nobody can. But in places that are 21 and over, like bars and stuff,
Kids aren't allowed.
I tend to agree that it should be to the patron's discretion.
Don't have to go there. But, that's just my,
So what are we trying to do with
okay,
this?
This is a pending ordinance. We could choose to table it. We could choose to vote on it.
This is just the first reading.
Yeah, and this is the first reading. I mean, someone can make a motion to approve it, and it can be voted on. Or it can just lay there and die.
Would this be like the bar that just opened up uptown?
Well, but we only have two bars now,
Yeah.
that bar and
But I'm
AJ's
saying what
up
we
on the north
consider a
end.
bar.
That would be the
21
only
and over.
places that this would apply to.
Yeah.
It wouldn't apply anywhere else. Like it wouldn't apply to the Mexican restaurant, even though they have a bar in there too. It wouldn't apply there because there's primarily food service. And I think it calls that out somewhere in Tennessee code about how much, revenue is derived from food sales.
I can't make a motion to approve and then vote no, so. I'm against it. I'm against it totally.
Well, do I have a motion to approve? Sounds like this has failed for lack of a motion. It could be brought back up at a future date, but
Is somebody bringing it up, or is it?
this is the ASAP organization out of, Clinton. And it's not this year they're doing that, in all the municipalities in the city. And I understand what they're trying to do. I truly, and I'm sympathetic to that, but, I'm also sympathetic to people's freedoms. Freedom to choose. Choose not to go there, or choose to fire up that Lucky Strike. It's on you. But there'll be no further discussion. Would we call that a tape? What would we call that? Because there's. Failed for lack of a motion. Okay. Failed for lack of a motion.
Trying to make you read all those definitions then.
It's okay. Okay, 6:16. Second and final reading of ordinances, none. Adoption of resolutions, resolution 612. A resolution approving the city of Rocky Top, Tennessee to enter into an agreement with the American Municipal Services Corporation, otherwise known as AMS, to provide collection services. Whereas the city of Rocky Top desires to enter into an agreement with AMS to provide collection services for delinquent court and utility accounts. And whereas the city of Rocky Top further desires to establish a collection fee in the amount not to exceed 35% to be applied to such accounts referred to AMS for collection. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and city council of the city of Rocky Top do hereby approve an agreement with AMS for collection services. Mr. Ellis, you want to expound on just we talked about it at the last meeting.
The 35% is on top of the 100% that we would give.
In addition to
In
the,
addition, yes. And they don't
fees
take the
collected.
35% away from us.
so if it goes to this bunch, they'll tack on their,
Yes.
Yeah, so if somebody owes us $10, they're gonna pay them the 35% on top of paying us the $10. And there's a couple municipalities, at least two around us, Kingston and Rockwood, that are using this AMS service. I don't know, did they ever do anything like this when you were on the board?
Talked about it before, that's why I knew
Yeah.
something about it.
I know they
talked
talked about it a lot.
Never did do it.
There's been different.
Nobody wanted to take the chance to be the first one to do it.
Yeah.
It's real popular in big cities and big places, but no small community want to take a chance of doing it. I guess offending people out there,
Yeah,
We're struggling and I'm for it.
well, the thing.
Well, I'm not
is-
against that, just saying, that's what he was asking about, that's what.
Exactly.
The main argument
And
was because of the size of the community is the main
The
argument.
people who pay their bills are subsidizing the people who don't pay their bills, and I don't like that. This is one of the avenues to correct
You are
that.
not collecting it for
It's
property
where-
tax?
Property tax is a different deal, correct?
Well, it says delinquent.
Delinquent court and utility accounts is all it calls out.
Okay, so property taxes is different.
Yeah, I think we have to go through, there's different hoops we have to jump through in regards to going after property taxes.
I think they just don't offer the property taxes yet, but he said that they were in the works of adding
Okay, they were
property
trying to
taxes
establish
Oh,
that.
the company doesn't offer. I
Right.
can understand why we weren't doing that, because I thought
Yeah.
that was the whole thing we were trying to start on, was trying to get.
Is there a time frame for the contract?
Now that I can't answer because I wasn't in on the meeting. Jessica, that was the meeting, I was gone when he came and manned it.
And was the reason that we can't go is, or after people is just manpower or,
What do you mean?
It's economics.
okay, just, I mean, it's like, we can't go after collections, I guess.
Well, you mean for us to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd basically have to have somebody practically full-time. That's their job.
See, the advantage to this deal is, we don't pay out anything. It don't cost us nothing. If they don't collect nothing, we don't get nothing, but it don't cost nothing. But if we start hiring somebody or paying somebody for the city to do it, we gotta pay that regardless if they collect 10 cents or collect $1 million, we still gotta pay for it.
I'm sure this outfit has lawyers on, that work for them, and they get the, or we'd have to not only have somebody that we're paying to do it, and we're gonna have to pay the attorneys.
This is basically self-supporting.
Yeah. And I think there should be, we need to see what the length of the contract is.
There's really a period to make sure it's what
Yeah.
we're all comfortable with. I think that's kind
You
of
know,
weird. I'm not sure, but if we could try it, see how it works.
I think there should be like a 12-month, and then we revisit it.
Pass a resolution that's ongoing, correct?
I
It's not specifically written in there.
think he's going into,
Also,
it
if,
should be in there.
say, chief writes somebody a ticket from Michigan for doing 60, and they go back home and don't pay it, are we gonna send somebody to Michigan for a few dollar fine?
Right.
But this outfit's got an office in Michigan. They got people up there.
But yeah, that'll take care of a lot of sins.
I mean, if we can recover 50%, that's huge, versus recovering zip.
All right. I've just been handed the answer. Can we cancel our agreement with AMS at any time? Yes. AMS operates under an evergreen agreement, which means that there are no long-term commitments. Clients may cancel at any time without penalty.
Okay. Fair enough.
And that's the contract through them?
This is for them.
Through AMS.
Their agreement.
That's a contract we're gonna sign if we pass the resolution.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Make a motion.
To enter into an agreement with, actually, it doesn't say contract, it says agreement, with American Municipal Services to try to recover some of our bad debts.
Make the motion.
Okay, got a motion, got a second?
Second.
Motion and second, call roll, please.
Gillum,
Aye.
Tackett,
Aye.
Daniels,
Aye.
Duff,
Aye.
Templin.
Aye. Unfinished business, none. New business, Rocky Top, Urban and Community Forestry, Inflation Reduction Act grant proposal. This is a tree inventory of all trees on city-owned property.
A lot of trees.
That's a lot of trees,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of them we're cutting down too. Tree management and work plan that will break up the city into sections with information to manage that area. Arbor Day event materials. Okay, Norris, Clinton, and Knoxville are using this. What are we,
So are we paying,
yeah, that's,
We pay, but we get reimbursed.
got to that.
That's number 2.
It's in tree inventory.
Cost. And,
Under tree inventory.
doesn't this hinge on the funding we get from Arbor Day?
I think so.
Yeah, I know, they're paying for trees for the park over here. So any expenses we have, we're gonna be reimbursed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the Rocky Top Urban and Community Forestry Inflation Reduction Act?
Is that a?
Takes a bureaucrat to come up with that, grant proposal. They're doing an inventory of our blooming trees. And they pay us back to do this inventory. Yeah.
It's the Arbor Day Foundation.
Yeah, and this is all tied into, we get a couple $1,000 a year, from the Arbor people.
Trees.
Yeah, for planting trees and whatnot, and this is all tied into that. They gotta have an inventory to know where we need new trees, because of all the mimosas we've cut down.
I say
Do
it's
it.
okay.
Yeah, do I have a motion to approve the request for the grant for the Rocky Top Urban and Community Forestry, I can't say that again, inflation reduction grant?
I make a motion to accept it.
Okay, we have a motion, do I have a second? I'll second it. Call the roll, please.
Gillum,
Aye.
Tackett,
No.
Daniels,
Aye.
Duff, Templin.
Aye. Next is bids for paving. We have okay, here we go, Rogers Group. Three bids or four? Three bids, three good bids came in. Rogers Group, AXC, who are they?
Right there, clear back.
Didn't the ones out here, didn't bid? AXC, LLC, and Duracap Asphalt Paving. This is for paving 4th Street from Main Street to the Interstate Bridge. Also, cold planing 3 inches of 4th Street down. So they would mill 4th Street down 3 inches and go back with 1.5 inches of compacted asphalt. High Street from
It would be High Street.
High Street from 4th Street to 7th
Yeah.
Street, before we tore it all to pieces. Cobb Hollow from the city limits to North Freeway, and Pearl Street from Main Street to Leach Street, for a total of okay.
On this end.
$187,772.80. And that funding is coming from the ARPA funds that we have had for a couple of years here. Those are specifically appropriated for infrastructure. Paving's definitely an infrastructure. Do I have any discussion on regards to the bids for paving?
Is it Underwood?
It's too big for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's we've got we got a paving outfit in town. For, where Clayton's was at? What's the name of that? people that used to be there, not Barlow. But there's another facility back behind Clayton's. There's a paving company in there.
Really?
Yeah, neither one of them bidded on it. I guess it's too big for them. So surprisingly, Rogers had the low bid of $187,772.80. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in town happy. I know we'll get
But on
Fourth
my
Street.
street will be.
Fourth Street's a big one.
Yeah.
Fourth Street's a
Fourth
mess.
Street, High Street, both
Yeah.
a mess.
Do I have a motion to approve the bid for Rogers Group in the amount of $187,772.80 to pave and mill the roads noted previously?
Motion.
Okay, have a
Second.
motion. Have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Gillum,
Aye.
Tackett, Daniels,
Aye.
Duff,
Aye.
Timblin.
All right.
T-Dot, does T-Dot have anything to do?
No, it's all city streets.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have anything to do with it.
They could say, oh, you need flowable fill road.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And statement of qualifications for sludge press system.
This is for engineering.
This is Cannon and Cannon and CTI. That is that the new organization that's come in with Cannon and Cannon?
CTI?
Yeah.
No, they've got 4 or 5 offices. They're in Chattanooga, Knoxville.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly where.
Okay, this is the Parks and Rec. Why did I have the sludge press?
No, it's sludge presses, that shouldn't say Parks and Recs.
It does. Carry out design services on the 2024 Parks and Recreation.
It should say sludge
Yeah,
press.
that's not right.
It should say sludge press.
But it's the same,
Yeah, it's the same
okay.
evaluation.
On the scoring, Cannon and Cannon came out at 100, and CTI Engineering at 95 out of the possible 100 points. So we need to vote on approving Cannon and Cannon to be the engineering of record on the sludge press. That was USDA, right?
Yes.
The USDA sludge press grant, be the engineer of record for the sludge press grant. Do I have a motion to approve Cannon and Cannon as the engineer of record on the USDA sludge press grant?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Gillum,
Aye.
Tackett, Daniels,
Aye.
Duff,
Aye.
Timblin.
All right. There be nothing further to come before the board? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
Can I get a motion to put up my Christmas tree November